Linux command line for beginners. Simple, guys. Linux command line for beginners. We are in one or at the moment, as you can see. So we're talking about some basic commands that you will need as a beginner. So the first one that I like to talk about is how to make a directory. To make a directory, just mkdir. Then you can just provide the name of the directory. Say sample dir, sample directory. When you hit enter, you notice that nothing is shown. So the next thing is to confirm or to see if the directory is created or not, and to see the content of any given directory that you are. Then use ls, and you provide ls, then you see the available content. So as you can see, we have sample there, and it is having different color because it's a directory. This is a file, an executable file. Excuse me. So this blue here is a directory. So ls is used to list out the content of a particular directory, and to see the part of your current directory, that's another command. Use pwd, that is print working directory, which shows I am in the home directory of the root user. So this is the particular present directory. So another command that is important is how to create a file. Use tosh to create a file. Tosh sample file. You can use .txt. You can give the extension of the file if you want. And if you do ls again to see the content, you have sample file, sample directory. So this is used to create a file, this is used to create a directory, this is used to list out the content of a directory, and this is used to print your present working directory, that is your present location ideally. Alright, so another command that I would like to tell you is we are still coming back to this command. So another command that you should know is how to move from one directory to the other. Let's see. Oh no, let's just start. Let's continue from this. Let's say you want to see the content. You want to see the content of this directory. I've told you ls. Let's say you want to see the content of another directory. Assuming in this directory, let's say there's a file there, or you want to see the content of this particular directory. How can you do that? Just do ls ls, then the directory name. Then you do it. You hit enter, it shows nothing because there is nothing in the directory. That's why. Another thing is, how can you create a file in another directory or a directory in another directory? Using the same similar commands that we have here, we are going to do tosh the name of the content you want to create. Let's say tosh another file, then you give the directory like that. Can you see? Create this inside this directory. Now if you do ls, you notice that we don't have oh sorry there's a mistake here, guys. So there's a mistake. There's a mistake here. The command, the syntax is tosh. Give the path. And what you want to create. Let's say real file. Hit enter. Then if you do ls, you won't see real file here. No. In fact, let's remove. Another command is how to remove a file. Give rm and the file name. Hit enter. Ask you, do you want to remove? Yes. So now if you do ls, you see remove a file that was there, it's no more there. But the point is, let's check the content of ls, and this should be there. this file should be there now. It says touch, that is create this file in this location. So if you do just create, it will assume you are, and if you do just touch, just like what we did here, it will assume we are referring to the present working directory. That's why it created this file in the present working directory. But if you provide a directory, then / the name of the file you want to create, then it's going to create this file in the directory you provided. So now let's see the content of ls sample there. As you can see, we have real life file within that directory. So that's how to create directories or files in another directory. So it's similar if you have if we should run mkdir, let's say, okay, something like this. Let's say we want to create mkdir make directory in this directory, then the directory you want to run, call it readdir. All right, now if you do ls, just what we did earlier, then we are going to have read directory and then real life. That's how to create in other locations or directories. Something else that you should know, like I said, is the cd, and cd is used to change from one directory to another. That is change directory. So at the moment we are in the home directory of the root user. So now let's say we have some other directories here. You have the sample directory. Let's say you want to move into this directory. So you want to move away from this directory and into this directory. To do that, just provide the cd command, then the name of directory cd. Then as you can see, we are in there. Even by the prompt that at the beginning, you can see that this has changed from this, and then you can just run pwd and it will tell you where you are. It says you are in sample directory that is in the root home directory. So we are in the sample directory. So, and to go back, you can do cd ... to go back, then we are back. So, or you can just do cd, then the this is the symbol for the root directory. Still the same thing. All right, that's one way to switch from one directory to another. And then I think this Linux commands, this explain Linux command line for beginners. These commands are what you need. Just play around with it, like try them out, and then within short while you are going to get used to them. This I rarely create files using this. That's why there was a mistake earlier where I used this. No, it shouldn't be like this. Should be touch, then the directory, the location you want to put the file, then the file name. Another way where you to create directories that I always use ideally is let's say you have an editor. There's an editor called vim editor. It's like just a notepad or stuff like, but it's a little bit advanced. So vim editor, you provide the name of the editor and the name of the file you want to create. Let's say you want to create a note file. So if you do something like this and hit enter, the editor is going to create the file and open it up to it's going to do two actions at a time. This editor is going to create a file, name this name, not file, then it's going to open it up for it to start working or start editing the file. So that's how I create my files oftentimes, but that's a little bit above a beginner level, by the way. So that's just it, guys. See you in the next video.